majority, his motion passes.
Eurosim is mind-opening.
Fantastic. Creative.
Everything.
Amazing.
Interesting.
Grounding.
Fun. That's all I got, because that's literally what it is.
Eurosim, in a nutshell, is a club through the Poli-Sci and International Studies Department that simulates the European Union. So every year there's a conference in either the US or Europe, and everyone assumes an alter ego role representing someone from a European country. And you go through actual legislation and make amendments and negotiate with people whose alter ego may have a differing view from yours. And so Brockport actually founded the club, and we hosted the 30th anniversary of the conference last year. And the founder, Bill Andrews, actually came and spoke.
And it was started by our own Dr. Bill Andrews. And he, of course, was shocked that something he started way, way back in the late 80s was still not only continuing on, but thriving, and was brought back to Brockport. We're the only state school that's a member of this organization, but we're also competing with European students. And those students come from all over the world. Some students are master's students, and some of them are actually master's students in European Union law.
So you're learning about the European Union, but you actually get to discuss where they live with them, and you're trying to make legislative changes for countries they literally live in. So it's a very different perspective. And then they also will talk to you about the US politics, because they're extremely interested in that as well.
Last year's Eurosim, I was a lot quieter. This year, I was a chair, so I had to be vocal from the beginning.
In the parliament, you constantly have to work with different parties for different types of amendments you might want to pass, or different kind of amendments you may want to get rid of.
We had to go over a draft that would be sent to the parliament of what we thought they should discuss.
Something that's nice is that there's a really wide variety of roles. This year, I was a special role of a journalist.
Being such an important role too, because Germany has such a big influence in the EU.
The main thing you want to work on is sort of like your on-the-fly skills. Something that you may know your person, but you don't know what your person would act in this specific situation.
Preparing is, a lot of it has to do with the student's own responsibility. I can help lead students to the water, but I can't make them drink it, of course.
Whatever the conference is going to be about, just get yourself prepared, learn your role, learn who your alter ego is, get in contact with them, try to talk to them, and just prepare yourself as much as you can so you can make yourself look presentable.
I actually got to meet my alter ego, and I took an Uber across Brussels to meet the journalist from Euractiv that I was representing. So this made it really rewarding to know that my hard work during the sometimes 10-hour days of the conference was paying off. I had a mentor to look up to in Europe.
I think I've learned how to hold myself in a more professional manner, definitely. 4 days where it's like you're going to work, you're dressing up, you're negotiating with other people who aren't always gonna agree with you. That's really experience that you don't usually get at the college level yet. You're kind of thrown into the workforce.
So everything pretty much blew me away. It was amazing for professional development and also just for social development.
It's always a great opportunity to have friends all over the world.
Usually Eurosim is also a stepping stone for students. They get caught or bit by the travel bug.
Starting this trip out, I had traveler's anxiety. Now I feel perfectly fine with it. I want to go so many different places.
The conference was in Brussels, which is a wonderful city in and of itself in Belgium, and the students really enjoyed the excursion to Bruges.
Bruges was awesome. It was so colorful between the street musicians, the river, and the parks. It was just so relaxing, and the architecture was gorgeous. It's nothing like I've ever seen before.
After the conference, then we went to Croatia, Bosnia, and Serbia, and those were some places that really helped to bring people out of their comfort zone.
Croatia in general was my favorite place that we went. The capital of Zagreb was just a really cool city, a really cool architecture, and the city split was right on the water with a beautiful view, and Diocletian's palace was just incredible to explore. Croatia had so much history between the walls of stone that stretched across the mountainside, protecting the salt mines underneath it. But honestly, Klis was just the most beautiful sight to me. Standing on the ruins of this fortress from the 14th century with a view of the sea and the surrounding city, it just made you feel like you were on top of the world. Not to mention, it's where part of Game of Thrones was filmed, of the many places in Croatia.
Whatever the Game of Thrones, King's Landing, the fortress in Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik itself was really beautiful, and just the architecture and everything there, it was amazing to see.
I'd also have to say swimming in the Adriatic Sea. That was a great moment.
Every place in Europe offers so much more history than most people would care to know about. I think the small places really have something special to offer.
My favorite part was watching students squirm when we drove into downtown Sarajevo. Sarajevo was a war-torn city. The siege of Sarajevo for 3.5 years is an experience that many cities can't say. So that happened in the early 90s, and because of the political hot water that the Balkans has been in, no one's been there in a long time, especially not American students.
It was really apparent to see those scars on the streets and with the people that we interacted with. It was very interesting to hear that firsthand.
To see how other people live and to know that your way of life isn't the only way of life.
Cultural awareness and development, understanding other places and people. It's a creative way to learn and experience what the world has to offer.
We're there to, accomplish something. We want to do our best. You do the research, but at the same time, we know we're students as well, and we're all getting together, and it's still relaxed. We have fun.
Having, other club members who've gone to previous conferences will always be here for advice. There's the faculty advisors who teach a class on it, and will also be, you can go to his office hours.
When I first joined, I knew nothing about the European Union. I knew nothing about European politics. I knew absolutely nothing, and I was nervous, I was hesitant, and I was very shy. But it honestly helped me to grow, it helped me to learn more, and it helped me want to contribute more to the world. You're going to meet great people, you're going to make lifelong friendships, but honestly, it's just an incredible time.
Join Eurosim.
Join Eurosim.
Join Eurosim.
Do Eurosim.